someone who has more than they, or, well, no one in politics, I should say, a good Christian person remembers what the passage in the Bible says. One of the commandments, thou shalt not covet. But, I mean, just think about it. Think about coming into a new neighborhood or going to a new job, and you have that one person, maybe one or two or three or four people, in case of Trump, who just don't like you and want to make your life miserable. Just because you're, let's say it, maybe you're an African American, maybe you're white, maybe you're Latino, and you go to work and they just don't like you because of your race. You know that feeling? It's called empathy, people. And so, I don't watch politics. I didn't watch politics this weekend because I didn't want to watch the train wreck. I didn't want to, it's the same narrative every weekend, every weekday. It's the same narrative. Him against the establishment, against the deep state. Now, a lot of people are saying, "Oh, they're the deep state." What, Jeff? Come on, the deep state. Yeah, there is a deep state. You have, when you go to Washington, D.C., there is an air of entitlement that is just overhangs that city. It really does. I mean, it's, you think you go to L.A. or you go to, Chicago or one of the bigger cities, and you feel that, everybody feels that they're entitled to something. It's kind of like walking down the street of Rodeo Drive or in Hollywood. And you see the people there with their little poochy little dogs and all, wearing jewelry that would probably pay for most of our homes and driving cars that definitely would pay for our houses. And, you it's that air, right? Well, take that in LA and magnify it by 100 times. That's Washington, D.C. I know I've walked the halls of Congress. I've been to the White House. I know what it's like. It's an awesome experience, but I will also tell you that these people are very arrogant. And think about who compromised. Now, I'm not saying all of Congress is this way, but think about the vast majority of the congressmen and women out there, besides being politicians and such. They're lawyers. They're lawyers. Their profession is rooted in argument. You can get two lawyers and give them an argument, and they can come at it from opposite ends and make very intelligent. I mean, that's what lawyers do, make very intelligent conversation or very intelligent pros and cons, right? That's what lawyers do. Well, think about that. That's Washington, D.C. That is Washington, D.C. at its core. And then you throw in money. Oh, yes, money. Money makes the world go round, right? Well, obviously it doesn't in the D.C. world. That's the root of all evil, right? So now you got lawyers, you got money. You just got to throw in a few. What's a gender neutral word? A few people of the night. I'm not talking about vampires. And you have Washington, D.C. You do. And so, it's amazing how all right, so you know what you're dealing with. You know the animal, you know the beast up there in D.C. Why sit around and waste your time? Now, I know a lot of people say, well, it's because of them I got to pay taxes. It's because of them I got to do this. They're going to take us away. I understand that. I get that argument. But I don't understand the fascination, right? Do you think the person at the end of the whip is interested in the whipper? What is our fascination with DC politics and the politicians, other than what they do affects us, right? But the guy at the end of the whip, all he knows is he's getting whipped. He doesn't care about their lives, the punisher, the torturer. He doesn't, wonder if he was an abused child, if he was or she is mentally unstable. They don't care about that. All they know is they're getting whipped. They're getting beat every day, day in, day out. Now, the other thing that I don't understand with that is why are we so fascinated with the guy that's whipping us? And then think about it. And then we get really, really excited when there's a new whipper, new torturer, right? That's our electoral. That's our whole election system right there. We jump around, we get excited, we anticipate. We anticipate the new guy that's going to whip us, or the new gal that's going to torture us, right? We do. Think about it. I could never understand this fascination with American politics and politicians. I really couldn't. I really don't, I should say. And the fact that those that hate government are the first ones to turn to government to fix their problems. Do you ever notice that? I don't know how you can call yourself a true conservative. I'm a libertarian. I don't mix bones about that. But I don't understand how you can call yourself a true conservative especially when you're one that threatening to sue people all the time. Right? When you're against government, but yet you turn to government or its agencies to solve your problems. How about this? Here is a little thought here for you. How about not getting in that situation to begin with? How about now? I'm not. This is the kettle calling it black, right? I'm guilty of it. I am. I've been guilty of it in the past. I'm just, these are the epiphanies that you have when you turn off the TV for the week and you actually do something constructive with your life. And we did that this weekend here at the Norton House. We turned off the TV. No politics. There was no politics. It was amazing. And it makes you think. I mean, I was actually working on writing software. It was a writing week, and for me. And so I didn't have time for the politics. And I'll tell you, it was refreshing. It really, really was. Didn't watch TV. So I'm a little bit ahead, a little bit behind in the times of what's going on. Now, I will tell you this. We're going to take a quick break here in a few minutes. And when we get back, we're going to dive right into it. Because I do have some observations. I have some clarity, some mental clarity that happened when my brain wasn't getting sucked out of my eyes by watching TV. I sat there and said, self. You ever have those conversations? Self, what the hell are you doing? I did. I had those conversations with myself this week as I was deep in thought writing code. And, man, we had a great weekend as far as that goes. Had some really, really good code writing. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick break. When we get back from the break, I have some observations as I was sitting there, not watching politics, not watching TV. It was really a no TV weekend. We watched a few movies, and we'll talk about that because it kind of ties into what's going on. But take this quick break. Got to pay some bills. When we get back, though, we'll talk about some of the observations. Like I said, this is a live call-in show. If you'd like to talk to me, give me a call at 402-858-1938, 402-858-1938. We'll be back in a few.
Red State Talk Radio is now available as a voice command on your Amazon Echo and Echo Dot by simply saying, Alexa, play Red State Talk Radio.
Red State Talk Radio on TuneIn.
Concern to every single American. Now, we've been hearing all these stories about sanctuary cities that...
You can now find us on the Amazon Echo and Echo Dot, on TuneIn, on iHeartRadio, and we also have the phone apps in the App Store for your particular phone. And just in case we activated your Echo Dot, Alexa, stop.
If you've got joint pain, let me ask you a question. Would you like a high-quality knee, back, shoulder, or ankle brace at little or no cost? But just in case your reception isn't great, let me ask you again. Would you like a pain-relieving knee, back, shoulder, or ankle brace at little or no cost? Well, if you have Medicare insurance, you could qualify for these pain-relieving braces at little or no cost. And these are high-quality braces. They are very comfortable, and they've helped thousands relieve their pain. Now, I'd like you to imagine going on vacation, playing with your grandkids, just living your life again without pain. The Mobility Hotline is a referral service that connects folks with Medicare coverage and other insurance to accredited companies offering pain-relieving braces at little or no cost. And don't you worry about the Medicare paperwork. They'll handle it all for you, and they'll deliver your braces for free. Call the Mobility Hotline now. The call's free. 1-800-557-6150. 1-800-557-6150. 1-800-557-6150.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control over your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank account, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problems now by calling the experts at Tax Mediation Services and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. Tax Mediation Services is accredited by the Better Business Bureau. Call now for a free case review and a price protection guaranteed quote. Call Tax Mediation Services now at 800-790-4294. 800-790-4294. 800-790-4294.
Did you know that the average yearly repair bill for a car 5 years or older is more than $1,200? Having repair coverage for your car just makes sense, but the trick is not to overpay for it. With Toco Warranty, you can get a highly rated vehicle protection plan, usually for less than a tank of gas per month. And now, we're offering a zero down payment program. To get a great car vehicle protection plan at a super low price, call Toco Warranty at 1-800-987-1519. That's 1-800-987-1519. Terms and conditions apply.
Are you struggling with addiction or alcohol problems? If you're depressed, drinking, and using drugs, you may need help, and your insurance may offer coverage.
I knew I could get myself out of this. I just needed some hope and some help.
I took the first step to recovery when I made the call.
Call the Addiction Hope and Helpline now for a free assessment with someone who cares. Call 800-766-0878. 800-766-0878.
I feel like I'm losing control. I'm afraid I'll lose my job or even my family.
Call now for hope and help with proven, gentle recovery programs.
I never thought that I could be somebody who didn't drink and use drugs.
I'm in recovery, getting the help I need.
Call the Addiction Hope and Helpline now for a free assessment with someone who cares. Call 800-766-0878. 800-766-0878.